Hi, Mariam. Yeah, this is a checkpoint on the southern tip of Metro Manila, this city of some 13 million people. Now, 2 days ago, President Rodrigo Duterte announced that there will be a lockdown on this city to try to stop the spread of COVID-19. Today, we're seeing it being enforced. The last 2 days, we saw an exodus of people leaving the city, prompting questions about whether it was a good idea to have these 2 days to allow people to leave. Perhaps they could spread the virus around the country. That's the question that's being asked. But today we're seeing police officers handing out these leaflets with all the advice about washing hands and social distancing. And they're also testing people's temperatures on this checkpoint. If they are not showing a temperature above 38 degrees, they're allowed to pass. They're noting where they're going to. But it seems that contrary to the idea of having a lockdown on the city, people are being allowed to leave here today unless they have symptoms of COVID-19.
And Howard, the country has confirmed it has 111 cases of the virus, doesn't it?
Yeah, what happened around a month ago is we saw the first 3 cases in this country. This was the country where we saw the first death outside of China. Then there was a month where nothing much really happened. People here lulled into a false sense of security, perhaps. And then in the last week, we've seen the numbers spike up to 111, as you say. Number of deaths here as well, which is causing concern. And the fear is that there has been underreporting due to lack of testing, not enough test kits here in this country. Last week, I reported 2,000. They're buying in more test kits and trying to be more proactive now with the testing rather than waiting for people to come with symptoms to display those symptoms and then be tested. That's what's been going on here. So there is concern that the numbers could rise here in the coming weeks.
And Howard, what about other kinds of restrictions like closing bars, restaurants, clubs, things that we've seen in, for example, major European cities and countries?
Yeah, there's a document that's been going around this week from the government. There will be curfews in places in parts of the city from 8 p.m. till 5 a.m. in the morning. No mass gatherings, no cinema screenings allowed anymore. Shops will still be allowed to sell food and online services will be able to get the goods to people. But there is restriction of movement in this city now. And if there is seen to be an outbreak in an area, that area will come under special lockdown and even tighter lockdown in that particular area. They will put all of their resources into trying to work out where the outbreak is, and people will be quarantined in their homes, and we'll see tougher measures of movement in those areas.
OK, Howard, thank you very much indeed. Howard Johnson there in Manila.